Namaste, good evening. This is Dr. Aparna. I am an Ayurvedic psychotherapist in my pursuit to address, promote, and propagate Ayurveda and psychotherapy globally. I talk on different topics relating to Ayurveda, psychotherapy, mental health. I also do book reviews on this genre, and I act as a catalyst and support your emotional healing journey. So, I am an emotional healing synergist, a medical writer, and a passionate Ayurveda and psychotherapy infopreneur. So, today, uh, let me wish you all a happy Maha Shivaratri and very happy International Women's Day to all. I believe that International Women's Day is not only for women, it is for every human on this planet. So, I wanted to discuss Ayurvedic aspect of Mahashivratri. So, Mahashivratri, as we all know, we celebrate Lord Shiva. So, Mahashivratri and Lord Shiva hold a deep significance in promoting mental health, holistic well being, and emotional wellness. So, when I talk about mental health, I have to, it would be rather insignificant to not talk about mindfulness and inner peace, that is tranquility. So, Mahashivratri observances like fasting and staying awake at night encourages introspection and self-awareness. So this focus on the present moment, on the present moment cultivates mindfulness. Mindfulness is a key component of mental well-being. Meditation practices associated with the festivals help quiet the mind and promote inner peace, reducing stress and anxiety. So, it also helps us overcome negativity. So, Lord Shiva represents overcoming ignorance, that is darkness, and negativity. So, devotees chant mantras or focus on Shiva stories of Lord Shiva that symbolize conquering negative emotions like anger, jealousy, and fear. So, by letting go of all these burdens, mental clarity and emotional stability can be achieved. So, next, what we can achieve is self discipline and resilience. So, the discipline involved in observing a fast and staying awake so cultivates inner strength and resilience. So these qualities are crucial for navigating through life's challenges and maintaining emotional well-being. So how does Mahashivratri plays a significant role in holistic wellness? That means I have to talk about my expertise, that is Ayurveda. So Lord Shiva is associated with vata dosha in Ayurveda. So, offerings during Mahashivratri often include fruits and herbs that balance Vata, which promotes physical well being. So, this connection between the festival and a holistic approach to health, emphasizes the mind body connection. So, what happens is around Mahashivratri, the sun and the moon are aligned in such a way that the Vata component of our body gets activated. So, the activity is maximum during this time of the year. So, Vata is one of the three constituents of the body, the three doshas, what we call in Ayurveda. The other two being Pitta and Kapha. So, anything related to movement in the body has a direct connection with Vata. So accordingly, vata impacts the following. So at the physical level, vata impacts the nervous system and controls all the movements of the body or bodily movements. So, at a cellular level, Sukshma, Vata moves nutrients into the body and at the same time moves the waste out of the cell. So, Vata is nothing but movement. Any movement that is occurring in the body is due to the Vata. It could be nutrient absorption, it could be waste removal. So in the natural plan, in the nature's plan, vata helps in retrieving information from the memory and enables cause and effect analysis. So, vata is really very important. So, even a minor imbalance of vata drastically affects the points, or drastically affects physical, cellular, and mental levels, so psychological levels as well. So, in case of vata imbalance, the person will experience issues like lethargy, demotivation, forgetfulness, bad temperament, depressive. He's usually depressive, aggressive, mood swings, or in extreme cases, antisocial and suicidal tendencies. So, a key characteristic of vata is dryness. And most of us would have noticed that during this time of the year, the body becomes very dry, more so during the night. So, the night of Shivaratri is the best time for us to balance the vata in our body. So, as yogis identify five types of vata. See, pranavata, which is responsible for inhalation, apanavata, which is responsible for removal of waste, that is excretion. Udanavata is responsible for exhalation. Samanavata is responsible for consolidation, and Vyanavata is responsible for locomotion, the movement. So, if one performs the Vata Kriya during the week of Maha Shivaratri, or at least on that one day, all the above Vatas are cleansed and lubricated. So, a person with balanced and cleansed Vata will exhibit a positive behavior, is very happy, is very calm, and is with does have the presence of mind or mindfulness. So, Mahashivratri, has a role to play in yoga and meditation as well. So, Shiva is revered as Adi Yogi. He's called as Shiva. Lord Shiva is named as Adi Yogi. That means the first yogi. This emphasis on meditation and self reflection during Mahashivratri aligns perfectly with yogic practices. So these practices, what they do is they promote physical flexibility, improve sleep quality, and reduce stress. So all these contribute to holistic wellness. So psychosomatic wellness. So this is the significance of Mahashivratri and Ayurvedic and the mental health aspect of Mahashivratri. So, the next topic we are going to discuss today is obviously the International Women's Day. See, when we celebrate it on March 8th, this day is a multifaceted day, the International Women's Day, with a rich history. So, what does this day do? Why do we celebrate Women's Day? To celebrate women's achievements. That means this day shines a spotlight on the vast contributions women make across society. That means we recognize contributions of women from the scientific breakthroughs and the artistic brilliance to leadership in business and political spheres. Women are a driving force for progress. So it's a time to acknowledge these achievements and the positive impact they have on the world. So it is also a mark to celebrate, to highlight, the progress. See, International Women's Day also celebrates the strides made towards gender equality. So it is a chance to recognize the right to vote being secured, increased access to education for girls and boys equally, and growing awareness of women's rights. So we also have some call for action in this. So we still have some challenges. Despite the progress, gender parity remains a distant goal. So International Women's Day also brings attention to ongoing issues like limited access to healthcare for women in some regions. Still, in some regions, we have limited access to healthcare for women. The fight against violence and discrimination, irrespective of the gender. Let's encourage merit empowerment. So people are, if you ask me what is gender parity here, gender parity here, what I mean is it signifies a state where there's equal representation and opportunity for men and women in a specific domain. See, this gender parity goes beyond just having the same number of men and same number of women, but this also ensures fairness in chances for them to succeed, fair opportunities. So if we have to understand gender parity, for the areas we have to focus is, see, gender parity applies to various aspects of life, including education, employment, leadership roles, political participation, and access to resources. So equality in number, let's imagine a company with 100 employees. Gender parity would mean having close to 50 women and 50 men working there, so across different positions, different departments, according to their merits, and equal opportunities. So it's very crucial to have fair access to opportunities for both genders. So it could be equal pay for equal work, equal chances for promotions, equal leadership roles, and dismantling barriers that might hinder one's gender advancement. So if I have to give examples of gender parity in action, suppose in academia. So a university with a equal number of female and male students, enrolled in all academic programs like engineering or nursing, you know which should not be traditionally skewed towards one gender, engineering for males or nursing for females, not like that. So it should, gender parity means almost equal number of male and female in the same sector. Even in the corporate world as well, even in the government sector as well, where a parliament or legislative body where women hold an equal number of seats compared to men. So this allows for policies and laws that better reflect the needs of entire population. Even in the sports, a sporting event with equal prize money and media coverage and support for both men's and women's categories, it should be there. Some sports we do have more prize money or more media coverage only for men. That is not there in women categories. So what this gender parity promotes fairness and encourages participation from both the genders. So what is the men's responsibility here? So shared prosperity, see, achieving gender equality isn't just about women's rights. If we have gender equality, it benefits everyone. See, some studies have shown that societies with greater gender equality have stronger economies, improved health outcomes, and a more stable social fabric. So, men can enjoy a fairer share of childcare and housework and benefit from a more diverse and talented workforce. So, being allies. So, men have a powerful role to play as allies by speaking out against sexism, changing traditional gender stereotypes that hold women back, and supporting women's rights movements. Men can contribute significantly to the progress. So, it is so Women's Day is also important for men as well. So, men's role and contribution on Women's Day. So, education, there are many numerous ways where men can be champions for gender equality on International Women's Day. Example, education. So take the initiative to learn more about gender equality issues and the challenges women face. So numerous resources like documentaries, articles, and books can provide valuable insights. And challenging stereotypes. So if we be an active voice and we fight for unconscious bias, if you hear a sexist remark, call it out respectfully, and call everything which is related to stereotyping a gender respectfully. So challenging traditional gender roles that limit opportunities for women. And men can also contribute by supporting women led initiatives. Look for opportunities to support businesses founded or led by women. So by advocating for women's rights, organizations and causes working towards gender equality. And the important thing is to share the load at home, you know commit to a more equitable division of housework and childcare responsibilities. So what happens is this allows women to perceive their goals, their careers, without facing an unequal burden at home. So these are my few points on International Women's Day. So what I say is, irrespective of the gender, let's encourage merit empowerment. So happy International Women's Day. Thanks for watching, and namaste for today.